You are welcome to yet another episode of HN What's Your Say? The leading listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name, Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. A while ago, we did publish a video updating you on what transpired from the hearing where Kim Foxx was meant to decide whether she was going forward with the Chicago state charges, or if she would be dropping them once and for all. It turns out she requested the judge for more time to weigh her options and make an informed decision, and was granted an additional 30 days which are due to expire in 6 days from now. By the 14th of December, the controversial assistant district attorney will have to make her position known to the public, whether she will be taking the fight or chickening out. I am not sure she will be allowed again to return to court requesting additional time before she can relieve the R&B King another month of tribulations, for matters well known to us now as false claims only meant to destroy his successful music career. Also looking at the factors surrounding the case, it would be suicidal if Kim Foxx chose anything else other than dropping these rather inappropriate charges. In fact, Kim Foxx could have done this a while back, but is likely faced with endless pressure from the women who badly want to be a part of the R. Kelly takedown for the possibility of monetary gain. Kim Foxx is likely facing hardships with having to explain to the complainants that they don't have a strong case against R. Kelly, and is therefore buying time to see how best to handle this. This time, however, she has to make a decision or else she will be forced to end the fight through a court order. If a fight is what she prefers, however, she has Jennifer Bongine to go through before she can in any way further implicate the R&B King. While the prosecution enjoyed a litigation holiday back in the New York District Court of Brooklyn, when R. Kelly had Nicole Becker for a legal advisor who was not up to it defending him, this time round, they will have to fight their way and fight really hard, considering R. Kelly has an experienced and working defense team. The holiday is technically over for the prosecution. The R. Kelly case has come with very many surprising events that started before the trials and that continued to manifest in between trials. The most recent being the sentencing of attorney-turned-criminal Michael Avenatti, a man who has been on R. Kelly's bumper for a very long time. I must confess, looking at the way he harassed the R&B King, it was difficult to imagine him on the stand as the criminal he has been proved to be. But like they say, every dog indeed has its own day. The District Judge of California James Selna on Monday sentenced popular celebrity hunter and extortionist Michael Avenatti, who time and again made false claims suggesting he had recovered incriminating tapes against R. Kelly which would be used to send him to life in prison. In his routine speeches, Avenatti cited the name of the district attorney of Cook County Kim Foxx as someone they were working with closely to make sure that R. Kelly is taken down. His repeated claims of being in a sort of cooperation with Kim Foxx coupled with his current legal ordeal greatly taints the name of the district attorney and her office. If the two were working in tandem like he suggests, then they probably shared the same goals and objectives. Considering we now know Avenatti as the thief in a suit, who targeted his own clients and stole from them, after blackmailing the defendants into paying settlements, we cannot rule out that Kim Foxx is not equally taking advantage of these women she calls accusers to make a killing for her own self, can we? The incident with Avenatti is a perfect pointer to open our eyes into looking at this case with R. Kelly in a different perspective. It makes us ask questions like, what do these people have to gain from concocting charges and unfairly imposing them on R. Kelly? What did they have to gain from locking him up for 30 years? And what was their intention when they denied him bail and had him behind bars for years before trial? Avenatti may be just one of them, but his character is the true reflection of the entire group that is busy racketeering to make a killing off R. Kelly's suffering. Like I said before, there is no better definition of racketeering than this one demonstrated by Kim Foxx and her group. They seem to have successfully organized themselves into a perfect enterprise to take down R. Kelly. The good news is that the truth cannot be buried under the ground forever, and of late this channel has published several videos telling the world what kind of people these prosecutors are. While we were still putting this together, their ally Avenatti confesses to multiple fraud allegations, confirming that the team against R. Kelly not only has culprits of domestic violence, and the likes of prosecutor Angel Kroll who had to resign in order to sabotage the investigation into her actions, but also perpetual fraud stars that target celebrities for a paycheck. This confirms our claims that this anti-Kelly team is only in for the money, and has done a good job falsely implicating the R&B king in order to get a hold of his wealth, and hand it all to their employer. Whoever paid for this rather odd job against R. Kelly must have paid a great deal. Looking at the way Michael Avenatti has been dealt with makes me think it could be a good idea for Robert to file lawsuits against some of the individuals that are turning his case into an opportunity to abuse the law, so that we can have some independent-minded judges who have not been corrupted by Sony handle these cases. If Avenatti's case had been filed in New York and handled by the Brooklyn court, I am not sure Judge Ann Donnelly wouldn't have dealt with him as appropriately as James Selna did. We need some new non-corrupted freethinkers involved in this matter, and maybe then R. Kelly will be vindicated. According to Don Brown, I wish R. Kelly's attorneys in concert with the U.S. Attorney General's office would file lawsuits in the U.S. federal court on all individuals in the prosecution against R. Kelly. They all need to be rounded up like Michael Avenatti, who was only left with stealing from the stock market and global national treasury to reach his climax. They should be taught a good lesson that organized crime through fraud will no longer be condoned or tolerated. These guys have abused the law numerous times with impunity in their attempt to lock up R. Kelly for life. If they are not stopped, our country's constitution will be reduced to a non-effective document. According to Yo-Yo to the Flow, you dig a grave for someone and find yourself lying in it. This is what happened to Michael Avenatti. It's funny though how they never feature him in orange and shackles like they usually parade R. Kelly. Makes me wonder if he is really locked up like he should be. Perhaps someone needs to go verify this. Or maybe his case is also as private as that of the women against Robert. This is pure racism in broad daylight. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say? To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.